What's going on, everybody? Aiden back here with another video. Today we're going to be doing 1.4, the final life guide. This is the last part of social. Okay, so today we are going to be looking into the art of testing. So now we're going to start with once you win, which is this document right here. You're going to click on here, and you're going to go to the document right here, once you win, right? So this is Port ChatGPT, and the first paragraph that is here is something I wrote personally. I wrote this out of pure heart and determination. So, how to maintain the greatness you achieved and avoid distraction. Once you achieved your desired reach in life, aka greatness, you will find that people will want to share that greatness with you. Remember that they must be tested all throughout the process, and if they fail, don't hesitate to cut them off. You don't need distraction. You need people who lift you up. Understand, no one is perfect, but their intentions can be the reason you lose everything. So choose your friends wisely. Never trust absolutely everyone, but still believe forgiving great. Still, that's a typo. Still be forgiving and gracious, but that does come to a point. You can forgive someone, but that doesn't mean they need to be in your life. Anyways, once you test them, their true colors will show, and that's all you need to know to maintain the greatness. Here are some example tests. So we're going to be going into the art of testing now. A philosophy of testing. You're not trying to trap people. This is very important, but you read this before. You're not trying to trap people. You're trying to observe their true self without the mask they wear. The key: watch their actions, not their words. The rule: when they fail, don't explain the test. Just distance, cut off, or downgrade their role in your life. Cool. Here we go. So, number one, we'll start off small. Family tests. Okay, so family tests, these are all pretty much short, but I'm going to go into depth in all these, okay? So, family tests. You don't test family as much as observe patterns. Support tests. Start grinding hard. See who calls you obsessed versus dedicated. So it's basically saying, see who's acting kind of jealous, kind of, they don't seem like they want you to win, but see if people call you dedicated. See if people support you. People that support you is the people you want in your life. Privacy tests. Share a small secret or idea with one family member. See if it spreads. So basically, this is trust. This is to see if somebody will hold their word. If you tell them not to say something, they won't say it. And then ask for support tests. Ask for help or a small thing. Ride small favors, sharing a post. They help even if they don't fully get it. I'm too busy. They don't value your path. So basically it's saying that if they, okay, maybe sometimes if they actually are busy, that's okay. So that's kind of to a certain extent though, but if they do it all the time, it turns into the same pattern, and that's kind of pushing it. Family. Set boundaries, but don't waste energy trying to test them over and over. So, they're always your family. You can always love them, but there is a certain extent. Love them, but don't trust all of them with your money, business, or emotional life. That's kind of what I was saying. Always have them in your life, but yeah, don't trust them if they don't need to be trusted. That's just like a friend. Okay, so now we're going to go into friend tests. This is pretty important also. So, friend tests. Celebrate tests. Share a win and watch how they react. So is there genuine happiness? This is a real friend. This can be fake, so try to read them. And then backhanded compliments, jealous energy. So like if you won a football game, or you were in a football game and you won a football game, right? And they have genuine happiness. They're so happy for you. They congratulate you, or they have backhanded compliments like, "Oh, I bet you did good. I wish I was there," or something like that. They're like, then you don't want that person around you. Opportunity test. Give them a small opportunity. Help with a video, brand, or lifting session. Shows up with effort equals ride or die. So basically, if they show up, they're good. Flakes excuse won't grow with you. if they have excuses, sometimes it's okay, but you need to try to continue to try to work with them. But like I said, for all of these, there is a certain extent. Understand that. Okay, money clout test. So talk about future money, fame hypothetical. Bro, that'd be sick. I'm so proud of you. Stuff like that. That's very important. That's who you want in your life. Just don't forget us when you're rich. It's not always insecurity. I do kind of believe that, but it just depends on the tone and all that stuff. You guys kind of got to read them. Like I said, I'm really good at psychology. Conflict test. Disagree with them or propose set a boundary. They respect what you're saying, or they get defensive and distant or angry. This is a weak, and they need. And you need to stay away from them until they get their act together, or you can just kind of distance yourself. You don't always just have to stay away from them, but maybe distance yourself. Follow once equals downgrade access, and then follow again equals completely distance completely. You don't need frenemies near you. So basically, it's just saying that you just need, like, with friends is a little different than family because you can get rid of them, but you just need to be careful with who you put in your circle. With me personally, a very thing I stand by. I'd rather have one friend that would help me through anything at all instead of 100 people that would stab me in the back any day. Okay. Important people tests. This is like business professionals, coaches, mentors, stuff like that. This is a credit test. Do something valuable. See if they have full credit. Take full credit or give you yours. They praise your work is good. They act like it's all them, and then they're all about themselves, and that's not a very respectful thing to do. I wouldn't trust that. Favorite test. Say you can't provide value for a while. See if they stick around. They will invest in you. That's amazing, or they will disappear, and that just means they're going to use you. Business people. One failure equals blacklist. Trust is everything in business. If they lie, steal credit, or ball once, you're done. It's true. Be very strict in business. It's very important. Okay, and then now we have to do romantic tests, and then remember why. This is going to be the final part of social. Romantic test is a little bit longer, so we're going to have to, we're going to have to go through this pretty fast. So we're just going to read the headings. You guys are going to have to screenshot everything else, but understand this. Take it in. Okay, stage 1, early filters, 1 through 3. Cloud and status, bait test. And then there's the humble appearance test. Let's see. Oh, no, we're chilling. We got some time, guys. We can go slow. We got the cloud and status bait test. Tell your dreams and goals. And then let's see how she reacts. Of course, I'm here for you. I'm here for who you are. Well, I support you, but I don't want to struggle forever. Yeah, then they're not really there for you. And then humble appearance test, you're going to do a test for being humble. That's what I was talking about in my last video, which if you haven't watched yet, go down in my video section and look for it. It's called Being Humble. Okay, stage 2, mid-stage test. Delayed gratification is very important. See how they react with that. Conflict management test. See how they react with that. The can you cook and care test. See if she can't cook for you without being asked. Help you when you're sick or tired, and handle hard emotional moments. So this can go both ways to a certain extent, but depends who's working and all that stuff. And traditionally, the man's working and the woman is at home doing cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. Me personally, I believe the man should be out working. The woman should get a job if needed financially, but if not needed financially, she should stay at home, cook, clean, go out and do what she wants, be a princess. But at the same time, I do believe that that maybe she needs some help at the house sometimes, and that's respectable too. So it's kind of you being a team working together, but traditionally that's what it is. But I believe it's being a team and working together and respecting each other. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, stage 3. This is advanced pre-marriage test. This is very important. Crisis test. You're gonna have to look into that, see how she reacts to crisis, see how she reacts to temptation test, and then see how legacy and faith test. Ask what kind of family do you want to build? Do you believe in submission, leadership, and legacy? What does faith mean to you? And see how they react to that. And then this is how you're gonna gauge off of that. What to tolerate versus what never to tolerate. You can tolerate. Minor jealousy shows she cares if it's respectful. Misunderstandings if she's willing to talk it out. A learning curve in cooking, faith, or purpose if she's growing. As long as she's continuing to try to figure it out, it's fine. But if she just stops trying, then yeah, no. Emotional moments if she takes accountability after. What never to tolerate. This is very important. Guys, don't forget to take screenshots, take notes. This is very important. Take all this in. Disrespect, cursing at you, mocking your beliefs, undermining your leadership, control. You can't post that. Don't go there. Delete her. I agree. Sometimes it's okay to do a tiny bit of that, but you can get really in the sense of pushing, and you don't want to get in that sense. So try to get a stay away from that altogether. Manipulation, silent treatment, guilt tripping, or or guilt tripping. We're gonna stay away from that. Whatever. I do not know why I added that word. I hope it actually. If you guys know if that's a word, let me know in the comments, because that's something I don't remember adding. Manipulation, silent treatment, guilt tripping, and then there's fame chasing behavior, always wanting attention. Third chapter drama, no accountability. If she can't apologize or own her part, he'll suffer long term. And then bad with the money, overspends, shops emotionally, not fun, no financial discipline. So before I finish this, I want to tell you guys, I believe in my life that I've lost a lot of good relationships, and that was because I didn't follow this rule called the 80-20 rule. If they have 80% of what you want, and they have everything you dreamed of, but there's that little 20%, little few things they do that you don't like, honestly, stay with them. I mean, they're an amazing person. They love you for who you are. You need to stay with them, because and then if somebody else has the other 20%, don't go to them, because then you'll realize you missed out on the last person. In my personal life, I believe that a lot some people they've had the 80% and they've not had the 20%, and I didn't like that, so I ran away from it, and I shouldn't have. And then that's very important that you stick with the person and stay with them throughout thick and thin, throughout everything, because the problem is what it seems like these days is people get in these relationships expecting it to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. You have to fight together as a team every single day and work hard every single day to get good with each other and become the best with each other. Okay, finish this out. Wife energy checklist. Loyalty. Offends your name when you're not there. And then a red flag talks you down to others. Submission, respects your leadership with love. And then a red flag. So these are kind of just green and red flags. If she failed a major test. Never explain the test, just observe, take notes, and back off. What to do. Downgrade, never get emotional, cut off. If she comes back changed over time, retest, if not, move on. It's very important. You only live so long. You can't just waste your time on people that won't change. And then romantic partner, fail smaller tests. Yes, fail small tests, warn once, fail twice, or major tests, cut off quietly. Never explain. Do not say to fix her, that's not your right. Do not try to fix her. I mean, she's gonna do what she wants. So, now this is the last part. It's been a long day, guys. But, for example, like today, I'm being my true authentic self. I'm making this in one go, and I'm so happy that I can be here to help you guys out and make you guys happy, because that's my ultimate goal. Today has been a long day, man, but guess what? Guys, we're gonna get this done, and I'm working my butt off to get the best out to you guys, get the best information. But the thing is, on these videos, I'm being 100% with you guys. I'm being my authentic self. I'm talking to you guys as if you were my friend. So let's finish this out. So this is the biggest part of the Final Life Guide right here. This is the peak of the Final Life Guide. This is where it started. That right here, this paragraph is what got me to where I am right now. This paragraph, I read this whenever I'm struggling. I read this whenever I don't know where to go. You guys need to make one of these paragraphs, along with the Bible, of course. But if you need to look back to something, the Bible, but if you need to also look back to something else, you may look back to something like this. Okay. Why I'm doing this? Because originally I felt lost, not just in lust, but where I was before. I also lost momentum I had, which I want to gain back and make the rest of my life not a waste, but worth the ride, and enjoy the desires of life that I have built to enjoy. What I'm trying to say is that I have a job to do, a family name to stand for, and a reputation to build, and I can do that with hard work and dedication, and with a reason why, which is for whoever my wife and kids will be. I hope you're good to me, as I will do for you. You're the reason I'm working so hard, and for the Lord, I am doing my absolute best for the Lord, because His Son Jesus Christ died for us, and I will always appreciate and work as hard as possible to redeem Him in His life. Lord, I appreciate you, Jesus. I appreciate you. I'm doing this to provide for the Lord, myself, and my wife and kids, and the family coming. Later. No, I will not rest, and I will try my absolute best and to the best of my ability to achieve greatness for you and share my greatness with you. Again, guys, thank you guys for being here for me. I'm always here for you guys if you guys ever need any help. Thank you guys so much. This is 1.4, the Final Life Guide. Have a great day.